I felt the need to speak up about the recent Joe Rogan Experience podcast, and I'd like to know, how was your experience watching it? I'm going to hold my hands up and admit a big mistake was made on my part by sharing the interview between Rogan and Fedor Gorst without watching it first. Big mistake. I'll be honest, I haven't really watched any of Joe's podcasts before, only his post-fight interviews for UFC and his excellent impression he does of Earl Strickland. Unfortunately, he hasn't given a great impression of the game of pool. I'd heard from friends that he was well liked, has millions of viewers, very entertaining and very knowledgeable. Well, I was very disappointed when one of our sport's best players had the chance to really do some good for our sport, use this massive platform to promote and move pool further in the right direction. We are going through a fantastic period right now. The game of pool is in the best place it's been in for over a decade. Unfortunately, it seems Joe's interests in the game are predominantly about the seedy side, the side others are trying to leave in the past. Some things I heard did nothing but turn me off the game of pool and Joe Rogan. I know Fedor is his own man, but he's just 22 years old. I think he showed he was pretty in awe of being on the Joe Rogan Experience. And with 500,000 views already and counting, this will do nothing to promote our sport in a good light. Joe says his goal is to set up money matches between the top pros and he will commentate on the matches with his friend. And he says this will be good for Paul. Will it? After the stories Fedor just fed him about his experience in money matches, the commentary could be a little bit colourful too, after Fedor had told him some rather disturbing stories, including how some players like to use a bit of powder not only to make the cue run smooth. I am so disappointed that my first real experience of Joe Rogan was a bad one. I felt he had a path that he wanted Fedor to walk down and led him astray. Joe, I will give you the 8 in the commentary booth anytime you like.